Sneakerheads and basketball enthusiasts alike, this is the Only Land, and we are back to do a quick unboxing and talk about these a little bit. Before I get into that, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe if you like what you've seen before, or you like what you see today. And before I get into that, I will just open this package that, yo, I'm not gonna lie, it's taking a little bit longer than it should have taken. This comes from Fat Kid Mafia. If you guys have followed them before or know anything about them, this is the Trump shirt, the number 2. I will just do it like that, and then I'll show an image of what it is. Shipping took a little longer than I wanted, but that's okay. And then let's just hop right into these. So these, I'm not gonna lie, obviously you guys already know, the LeBron 21s came straight from Nike. Yeah, they came straight from Nike. I don't actually know if they were released anywhere else, to be quite honest with you. I wasn't really paying attention to release date. Like, sneakers are kind of just not, like, one week they're coming out with the info, and then the next week they're dropping. That's what these the Currys that are supposed to come out with next week. I will say I heard about the Mellows that actually dropped today. I heard about them more a couple weeks ago before they dropped, but it feels like it's just, here's the information, they drop next week. Here's the information, they drop next week. So I don't know what they got going on, but this box is actually really nice. I like LeBron's boxes. I'm not gonna lie to you. LeBron does pretty well with these boxes. Just off the bat, the sneaker is inspired by oyster shell, so I get very much oyster shell vibes from this type of box here. And I have to put it closer because the light is just too bright and it messes it all up. So you see the LeBron logo on the side there, the crown logo. You got the XX1 there, which stands for 21, obviously. LeBron's signature on the top, and I'm not going to give you guys close-up shots of these. And then you have 11.5 light bone and campfire orange, and I don't remember the exact name for this colorway. Akoya. What that is supposed to mean, I have no idea. Okay, so Akoya is a type of oyster. The common name of the Pincta focata. Believe it or not, the Japanese word Akoya means Akoya in English. Bro, what are we talking about right now? I guess these are like a really special pearl. I assume that you get Akoya pearls out of the Akoya. Oh my God.
Today, Junior.
I assume you get the Akoya pearls out of the Akoya oyster. And I guess that's where the colorway comes from. That's also what inspired the shoe. So I guess they meshed the first colorway with what the actual shoe is based off of. So let's just get right into the, ooh, okay, that's interesting. That's new. Did not expect that type of opening. You guys can see what that looks like on the side there. That's cool. You have this nice paper. Kind of looks like the ocean floor. Oh, is this a tech card? It's a tech card! I love tech cards. That's dope. Shout out to LeBron for the tech card. I believe he had a tech card in the last one as well. The 20s that I have sitting right there. I think maybe like the last 2. So shout out to LeBron and Nike for the tech cards. Love tech cards, so we'll get into that in a minute. And you can see obviously that's in the shape of an oyster. So we're keeping the same thing here. And these are them. I have seen only one person's opinion on them, and I believe they said they hated the way they looked. I don't know. I haven't seen any performance reviews on that. Obviously, that's soon to come. But let's fold this up real quick. And then besides the colorway, which is I'm not gonna lie to you, it's just a gray and orange, and the light is killing these right now. I'm gonna have to move the light. But besides that, we're gonna get into the tech real quick. So for what we have for cushioning here, or do I usually go into tech in this one? We'll go into tech quickly, why not? For you have what they describe as like an outer shell, and then it says Nike Sphere lining. That's gonna be the lining on the inside. Then it says you have an engineered base layer. I don't like the way they're describing this in the tech card, because if you look at the information that they gave out in the press release, it gave out much better information. Hold on. The upper venting is styrated, so it's like these little vents right here. It's styrated to look like the vein of the oyster. The container is visualized by a lightweight mono mesh, reinforced by 360 degrees of zonal cables around the midfoot. That's what you have for the material there. And then for the cushioning, which is, you know, with Lebron, it's always something extravagant with the cushioning besides the 20s that you have over there. That's what I keep looking at. The 20s, they went a little bit minimal on that, but for the 21s, you have a Zoom turbo unit in the forefoot, and then a bottom-loaded 13mm Zoom unit in the heel. And then they said a full-length Cushlon 2.0 foam carrier. So that, Cushlon, love Cushlon, Zoom turbo in the forefoot. You can't go wrong with Zoom in the forefoot. And then a bottom, for me, I love this, a bottom-loaded 13mm Zoom unit in the heel. That, for me, is the perfect combination because I love Zoom in the forefoot and the heel, mainly the heel, because I just got, I got bad feet, man. My feet really suck. So that's what I hate about that. So I will actually show you guys images of the tech card, and that will break it down for you. And then you got a TPU shank in the middle. Not nothing too big. It says cold molded heel guardrail. That's not that serious. Top loaded, the Zoom airbag in the forefoot is a 6mm, and that one is articulated. So similar to the things that they usually have in the Kyries. It's got like the little grooves in that. Bottom loaded 13mm, Cushlon foam missile, multi-directional outsole traction array. I didn't actually look at that, and yes, I do actually like the traction. Like they said, multi-directional outsole traction array. I don't know what that's supposed to even look like. I think this is also based off like the oyster. It kind of has like the squiggly lines where you can get, hey, that might be based off an oyster as well. I don't know if you guys can see that well. And then, let's see. It says, I hate when they do the actual sketches. I think it's, who did they say was the designer? It's the one who's been doing it for a while. Jason Petrie. I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. Jason Petrie. He's the designer for a while. I'm not gonna lie, Jason. I kind of hate, if you're the one who does the sketches, I kind of hate your handwriting. It's super hard to read. You got a traction zone in the back. Traction zone in the front. Okay, so they're the traction zones in the front and back, and in the middle it's supposed to be inverted something part. I don't know what that means. FF turbo. Oh, 4-foot turbo. Zoom 8mm or 6, I guess that was supposed to be. This is interesting. I think this says beveled swoosh. I don't know. It's hard to read his handwriting. Like I said, I will show you guys images of that. But this was all supposed to be an upgrade of the last one, right? The whole sneaker, like I said, was inspired by his daughter and the way he wanted to protect his daughter. So like an oyster protects the shell, right? So he's the oyster, the shoe. He's the oyster protecting the pearl, which is his daughter, but also the shoe, right? So the shoe is the oyster that's protecting the pearl, which would be you. Let me grab these. So these are the 20s. I don't know if you guys can see. One of the main things that I noticed when I first saw them was, let me get the exact same way, is the tongue. You got a little upgrade of the tongue, in the case that it runs a little bit higher. I know you can't see it there, but it definitely runs a little bit higher when you tie it up and your feet are actually in there. And then the collar also runs slightly higher, and I do like that upgrade because I did feel a little uncomfortable with the collar being this low. Not that I didn't love the sneaker, because I did. Big fan of that sneaker, but I do love the way this one looks. And then I was talking about how you couldn't see the little bands in there. You can't actually see it there on the medial portion of the shoe there. But that's it. Didn't want to go too far into these. I will have a performance review sometime soon because these are the next ones I'm doing. Now that I think I have the last one done. But thank you guys for watching. Let me hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to see before, or you'd like to see saw today, this is the only lane, and I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one.